Wow, that actually worked. This is always interesting, a full jug of oil. Well, you can chalk that up to a miracle. I always spill when I'm on camera. So far, so good. I wasn't sure if this was going to work again. You know, the obvious damage were the fittings and the hoses on top to the cylinder and the controls, the valves here. But just with not a lot of money, I think I put about maybe $75 into having new hoses made up, new fittings, and you know, just with my meager mechanics tools, I was able to get this thing functioning again. The fuel tank is dented, but it has not been leaking. And, you know, I guess I could always, you know, get a new fuel tank. This is a Honda GX390. You know, the replacement tanks are readily available, but I think it's going to be fine as is. You saw how I finally was able to level up the platform for the valve here. That was sort of a hold your breath and see if it worked type of a thing. At one point I thought I was going to pull the whole splitter over, but it worked really well. And what's interesting is that This may have occurred when the tree fell on the splitter. The platform is now angled up this way, so it's actually bringing the handle controls of the valves a little bit higher, probably about an inch higher, which actually feels more comfortable. Seems to work okay. I believe, I'm not positive, I believe I may have inappropriately connected these. I might have to reverse these here because I should be able to pull this forward to make the ram go forward, back to make it go back, and I think I just inadvertently switched that out. That should be easy to fix. Other than that, I couldn't be happier because I have a ton, probably tons, plural, of wood to split. Let me show you more. We've got some more wood. This is just from today's efforts. So this is from another area of the property that actually was not part of the tornado damage. But since the guys from Heartwood Tree Service were here, we decided to deal with an issue that we've been sort of fretting about for a number of years. We had a corner of the property right over the road where there were a lot of trees that were leaning. Some of them were dying, and we figured let's just get them all out of there so that nobody gets hurt. This is a nice little collection of wood. We have elm, we have cherry, we have walnut, and I believe there's actually even some hickory in here. And Kenny from Firewood Adventure YouTube channel. Kenny, I've got birch. Hopefully Kenny's watching this. Kenny has just an amazing property with tons of beautiful birch, which, as we all know, makes gorgeous firewood. And I think that Kenny should win, is the default to win the award on the most beautiful firewood stacking I've ever seen. So check out Kenny's channel. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below. But Kenny, I've got some birch. I've got actually quite a bit more. Probably not as plentiful as your forests up there, but I've got a handful of trees that need to come down, and this will make some really nice, pretty firewood, much like what you and Winston work on up in your neck of the woods there. So you can see why I am very grateful to have the wood splitter back. I've got to get splitting. We're going to move all of this wood that was cut today, all these logs that were cut today, we're going to move them back toward the firewood processing area tomorrow. And I think we've got about another day with the tree crew here, so that would make it probably, I think, 7 days. I believe 7 working days they've spent on the property here, primarily doing tornado cleanup. And today and tomorrow, today they worked a lot on some existing projects we had, and tomorrow they're probably going to wrap things up. So until next time, John here from Catbird Hill. Please take care. Please give us a thumbs up. And share these videos with anyone who you think might enjoy them. Please subscribe. Please make sure and check that you are still subscribed to the channel. You know how YouTube works. People magically get unsubscribed, so please check that. We'll see you next time. Take care.